On today's episode, we took a look at the library, Parkside field trip, closets, and softball.
Welcome to the show. I'm Claire Davis.
And I'm Chloe Lavelle.
We have a great episode planned for you today.
Reporters Erica Smith and Aaliyah Hill went to the library to give students a good look at what is available for them as resources.
BNN sat with Miss Dowling to talk about the library.
I'm Jerica Dowling and I am the librarian at Columbus North High School. I've been a librarian for the last 3 years. Well, I was an English teacher here and I had hoped to move over into the library, and Miss Held retired, and so there was an opening, so I applied for it. I really like books and I like the format of a library and giving kids access to all kinds of different information and tools and games and things to do. So we have fiction and nonfiction. We have a bunch of databases kids could do research on that provide credible sources. We have test prep materials. We have different printing options for kids. There's laminating options. We have games, a bunch of different tech tools that kids can use. We have a 3D printer. Kids are welcome to come in and use. We have a telescope kids can check out. We have robotics kits if someone wants to come in and build a robot. Puzzles, just anything and everything. We have an Instagram that one of my students runs for me, so she posts events there. We also try to put up little posters if there's big events happening, or sometimes I contact Miss McCarver to put it on the announcements. And we have a website as well. I have some every period. I think every period I have at least 2 every period, both A and B day, and some days I have 3. A bunch of different things. So one of them, Delaney Williams, she does the Instagram for me. She does a really good job with that. They help cover books, they help check out books, they help put books back out on the shelf. They do, if we're doing display cases or decorating, then they help design things with us. Lots of different things. They help us with attendance and checking kids in. I guess it would depend on what you like. We've organized the library by genre. My favorite genre is horror, so any Stephen King book is a pretty good recommendation. Goodreads is a good place to find books that you might be interested in, and Storygraph as well. So if you're trying to find a book that would be interesting, you might check out those 2 websites.
This has been Aaliyah and Erica reporting for BNN.
Thanks, Aaliyah and Erica.
The publication staff recently took a field trip to Parkside to teach their students about journalism.
Reporters Danny and Brian sat down with students who went to discuss how it went.
BNN sat down with some students that helped out with the mini media project at Parkside this past week.
Hi, my name is Regina. I'm in 10th grade, and I went to the mini media project back at Parkside Elementary School.
And I'm a producer for the Bulldog News Network.
Me and the media crew, we went up to the little kids' classrooms and we went to explain how we use cameras and how our class goes day by day.
So we went to Parkside Elementary School to teach 5th and 6th graders about journalism. Specifically, we talked to the 5th graders about broadcast and media, which involved asking interview questions and teaching them basic interview skills and how to use a camera.
Some of the things we showed the kids were how the editing process goes and how overall the class structure is. We also showed them how they can apply to be in one of our classes, like taking a prerequisite class, and we also showed them how they can learn through communication and interviewing skills.
My favorite part of the event was getting to teach little kids about media, because they were all really excited to learn about that, and it was something they had never really known about before.
Some of the things I personally did was I had my own group of kids I had to translate for. I translated the English part to Spanish, and it was pretty cool. They pretty much looked up to me the whole time, and it was pretty fun. I got to hang out with these little kids who actually were interested in what I had to say.
I think it was overall a really cool experience for us journalism kids to go to Parkside and teach the kids about journalism in general, because later on these kids can go to high school and join our media classes.
This is Brian Alvarez and Danny Gutierrez reporting.
Thanks, Danny and Brian.
Reporter Avery Tays went to the halls of North to discuss how students organize their closets.
My name is Emily Richards and I'm a junior. I do like to keep my stuff organized because I like to have things clean and set out. That way it's easier to find stuff to wear. To organize my closet, I usually try to color coordinate things, have it grays, blacks, blues, all that, in one area. I like to organize my clothes based off of the length of them. So I like my short sleeves in one spot and then my long sleeves. And then I like my shorts in one area and then my pants in another. To stay organized, I really like to pick out my outfit the night before. And then whenever I get dressed in the morning, I just make sure that I have everything put away that I'm not using, and then that really helps to keep things clean. Keeping your closet organized really helps to make your day better, honestly. If you have a clean closet, you have a clean life. Something I'm really picky about is I like to have the same hangers for everything. So having the same hanger really helps to make it look cleaner and just nicer. It keeps it organized. I need all of my clothes to be facing the same direction. If they're not, I have to fix it right away.
The softball season has just begun. Reporters Allison and Nayeli sat down with the players to see how they are feeling about the season.
Today, BNN got with the softball team to talk about their first home game.
My name is Kirsten Danford. I am a senior and I play softball.
My name is Bailey King. I'm a senior and I play softball. My emotions for this first game this year are all over the place. I'm excited, but I'm also nervous because we have a lot of young girls on the team.
Knowing this is my first game, I'm a little upset just because I'm not playing in college, but I am very excited for the season. I think we're going to have a really good team, and I think we have a lot of good talent coming in.
My expectations for the season are that we're going to do well towards the end of the season, but the beginning is going to be rough.
I expect the beginning to be just a little bit rough just because a lot of the girls are newer, and playing together for the first time is always going to be kind of difficult, but I think as soon as we work together and we get a few games in, we'll be good.
Our toughest competition this year will be Roncalli because of their pitcher. She's committed to Florida, so it's going to be really hard for us to get that one going.
Our toughest competition this season is probably going to be Roncalli just because of their pitching staff, obviously, but they also have a good hitting and defensive side, so they have beat us a lot of times, so I'd say they're going to be our toughest.
I'm most excited for our Roncalli game because that's going to be our best competition, and I think we could actually do really well that game.
I am most excited for the Shelbyville game just because I feel like we need to get a little bit of revenge because they knocked us out last year, and they're always a big competitor for us, and it's always a really good game. So,
This is Nayeli and Allison reporting for BNN.
Thanks, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this show today. And once again, I'm Claire Davis.
And I'm Chloe Lavelle.